Check, 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 check. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Outer Worlds. Hey folks, welcome back. Here we are again. Hope everyone's doing well. Jumping right back into things in the Outer Worlds. We wrapped up the human experiments lab, and now we're in the chem lab. Compound harvesting, enrichment, and molecularization. We have one portable phonograph left to collect in this building. And then that will be the last of the side quests, and then it's just pushing through the main quest all the way to the end. So let's see if we can't clear out this area and maybe start the next quest properly as we go. We, I believe, read this terminal last time. Yep. So everything we need to do is going to be in the forwardly direction here. All right, let's get into it. Well,
what is it about leave that eludes that tiny little mind of yours? I've switched on the laboratory's security system. I trust the mechanicals will sort you out. Good luck.
Ah, more threats from the Aether. How pleasant.
yeah.
I think that could have been the spooky voice from OCI? The one calling themselves the Ghost?
So it kind of sounded like they have some kind of a accent. It could just be because they're another Canadian voice actor. I think a lot of them are from Canada. But the automechanicals will sort you out. Almost sounds Irish, you know? All right, well, we got ourselves some more ammunition. Ammo and weaponry. Whoop. Lots of ammo. I'm not upset about it. All right. So it's really not going to be a huge deal to kill everything in here. It's just a matter of if we have to, you know? So, all right, that's the main story. Experiment Perilous is over there. All right, so we have two sort of secondary objectives once we get in here. This is our mission, first and foremost. We're going to go down and then kind of circle around to the right. I'll leave this here for now. Let's see if how far we can get without getting spotted right off the top. All right. Just trying to stay cognizant of where some of the bad dudes are. Shouldn't be a big deal. So let's see. All right, there's a mechanical. He's going to walk in a circle, right? And I want him to walk in a circle and not look at me, because then I can sneak up behind him. Okay. Keep on coming, buddy. I am nice and sneaky and far away from you. All right, don't look at me. I want to go in that room over there. Right. Here we go. Just keep on not looking at me. I love it. I'm a big fan. All right, look away. Great. Nothing else to grab from you, so we will go into this room. Obviously, probably not going to be as lucky about avoiding a fight, but let's see what we can do. At the very least, we can get
I'll make my way there.
inside.
Unexpected security patrol.
Look out!
Well, that's it.
Government for us.
Great. And no one was ever the wiser. All right. Well, we're in here. And there is a portable phonograph somewhere in the building. Probably through a few layers here. So the scientists were working. They got burned out, literally here. Etc. So, just checking through our regular systems of exploration.
Easy.
Thank you. All right. Chem lab, terminal access, main lab, message archive. Messages to Jasper Lowe. Can we please? Dr. Lowe, I think I speak for all my colleagues in the lab when I say I'm worried about the OCI's treatment of our facilities. I can understand dismissing 10% of our staff as a punitive measure. I can understand cutting our deadlines in half in order to motivate us. But forgive me, Dr. Lowe, but I can't understand demanding that we send human inquiry our untested compounds. Many of these compounds aren't tested because we know they're failures. Increasing production means proportionately decreasing quality of enrichment, which means lower compatibility with human metabolism, which means higher rate of intensity of dangerous and potentially lethal side effects. Sure. Compound X is a highly complicated formula harvested from the waste of xenocytes. Okay, interesting word. It's complicated because, unlike over 50% of Spacer's Choice nutritional catalog, the compound was not designed for human consumption. If the good people at OCI understand the complexity of the compound we're dealing with, and by the way, they're making adrenatime, which is it's a drug we can take, and it helps us use our slow-mo vision better, and it actually is what's turning people into kind of drug-crazed marauders. So this is what's causing all of the raiders, for lack of a better term, in the system. If the good people at OCI understand the complexity of the compound we're dealing with, then there's a chance they'll give us the time and resources we need. We just need to get them to understand. This is a problem of miscommunication. Just let me go up there and give them a presentation. I'll use markers and everything. What do you think? Can we do this? Jasper then says, Dr. Pahlavi, the OCI are comprised by a gaggle of carrion feeders. You go up there with your markers and your charts and your diagrams, and they'll chew the flesh off your bones and then charge me for the meal. It's absolutely critical that I finish my research in peace and as soon as possible without interference. So in answer to your question, no, we fucking can't. Great. All right, personal files. All password protection has been disabled by order of Lawrence Goodfellow. All right. Work fortifies the spirit from Meadows. We received our updated timetable from management, courtesy of Goodfellow. 6-week deadlines are now 3-week deadlines. Some of my colleagues have been sacrificing sleep in order to meet these. Others have been medicating themselves with very small doses of Compound X in order to combat the fatigue. Work fortifies the spirit, so we will carry on. Cheers. I count myself fortunate to have been spared in the decimation. My former colleagues now have nowhere to go. Their departure corresponded with a few critical doses of enriched X disappearing from our storage. Correlation does not imply causation, so I will not imply theft. I am concerned by the side effects of Compound X, even if it's in its refined state. Repeated use damages the synaptic patterns of the brain. Paranoia, violent psychosis, and intense anxiety will haunt a repeated user for the rest of their short lives. The enrichment process does not combat the side effects of Compound X. We work close to a breakthrough. The damage to our research terminals is irreversible. My hope is that human inquiry will see the effects of this compound in their own tests and report these tests to creative incubation. If incubation is as chilled by these results as I am, they may provide us more time and more resources. Unplanned Sabotage Event by Gauthier. A moment of silence for my recent batch of enriched Compound X. The elegant complexity of your molecular structure manifested in the hallucination of my own sleep-deprived mind. 30% lower rate of addiction, 75% compatible with human metabolism, and with a side effect coefficient of just 0.65, you are our most promising compound yet. Human inquiry would have been delighted to pour you into a syringe and stick you inside a test subject. You were destroyed in an unplanned sabotage event, which is to say that Mr. Mosley's fancy tables couldn't predict this would happen. You were almost perfect. Our lab will never see the likes of you again. X is notoriously difficult to enrich. Its molecular structure is fussy. In small doses, the compound provides a massive boost to energy and productivity. The clever buggers at CI do not seem to understand this principle and have asked us to increase our dosage with every batch. High dosage X is even harder to enrich, and a poorly enriched poverty-stricken chemical has none of the protective layers that inhibit dangerous side effects. So now that we have is a cocktail of very bad side effects chased down with one massive rush of euphoric energy. Pleasant but incredibly dangerous. I can only hope HIA's reports agree with my sentiment. Okay, so the chem lab knew this was going to be a bust. Led to all these crazy marauders and test subjects. Yeah, adrenatime is what we can get now. Everywhere, basically. Although, to be fair, I normally only see it. It's not sold anywhere, as far as I remember. What does this one have to say? Damage to data storage detected from Zhang. Diagnostics. Okay, research data. 1 log found. Open entry. To whom it may concern, this morning, I and my colleagues gathered at the reception hall. Every 10th staff member was released from service. I am one of them. My indenturement contract to Spacer's Choice, which stipulates a lifetime of productive service as a researcher in the field of organic chemistry, has been terminated. I have served Spacer's Choice for most of my life. Working at the Gorgon facility is the highlight of my career. If I leave Gorgon, I will have nowhere else to go. Because my contract guaranteed my work for the duration of my life, to end that contract is tantamount to ending my life. If you have the power to reconsider your decision, I kindly ask you to reconsider. I am willing to work without pay. The job is all I have. Please allow me to fortify my spirit by continuing to work. All right. Zhang was not having a good time. Oops. Messages to Jasper Lowe. Research notes from Zhang. Lowe, I'm afraid I don't know where your research notes are. I searched materials in processing and discreetly asked the receptionist. Nothing turned up. If I had to guess, you left them in the basement lab. I'd ventured down there myself, but you know how I feel about primals. I apologize for the weakness of my constitution. If your research notes do turn up in the basement, may I ask you to think favorably on me when OCI asks you for a budget review? Word around the lab is that Goodfell and the other leaders at OCI want to make some deep cuts in our staff. If there's any truth to this rumor, I hope you'll remember I've always supported your desire to find a better, safer version of Adrenatime. Okay. All right, well... in we go. And there's the phonograph.
Roscoe, it's Georgie. If you're hearing this, you must still be holed up at the Sprat Shack. And you're not gonna like this one bit. I was trying to steal our recordings when things went crazy. I know. Like I said, sorry. And I'm gonna be in a heap of trouble if I don't get them, so if you want to save my bacon, you need to do it for me. I need the 3 interviews we did with Ambrose, this one here, plus another recording of my own. I left that last one with a guy who owed me a favor at the garbage processing office in the chemical waste. I'll leave an automech near Stellar Freighting. It'll want all 5 recordings, plus a passphrase. Glacial Age. Oh, and don't listen to my log, all right? Just stay safe and keep your head down.
Okay. So Georgie... we now have a choice here about this. Georgie asked Roscoe to deliver the portable phonographs to a personal automech near Stellar Freighting. Roscoe wants them to complete his employment contract. And if we look... so, we saw that one. This was the one that we found, I think that is her, like, secret message. So we have some options there. For now, though, we will continue to find the materials we need. Override the authorization and the security door. So let's see. Send the override authorization. So we need to go to the security office first, which is straight ahead, it looks like. So where is the automech? Although I could just walk around. It shouldn't be that hard, depending on how fast he comes around the corner. I can go up there still. If I can turn off the automechs, that would be good. That would be maybe the ideal solution, really. Alright, you're walking over there. Just nice and easy. There is some zappy walls here. I can go under them without a lot of issues. Good. Here's the security office.
Careful. Seems like they had a surplus of traps they decided to get rid of all in one place.
Awesome.
Yes.
Go over there.
Lively. On my way.
All right. Got some things to do. All right, I guess I can't break these. That's fine. Oh. So we will pop the mines that we see. Another dead marauder. All right, no more mines in front of me is what I can, as far as I can tell. So let's get under here. Great. Here's a workbench. And a computer. Maybe I can't turn everything off, you know? At least then I can kind of explore a little bit more freely. So that's an elevator. Let's look for everything in here. And we will be okay. Pick up some stuff. Tanaka's Peacekeeper, so that's probably something unique-ish. Oh no, where did I fall? That's not where I wanted to be. So I want to run back to this corner and use the elevator again. That was a mistake, everybody. Forget about it. We're back. It's like I never left. Alright, so there's a hole in that corner, everybody. Just remember that. Adrenos, money. Just a bunch of junk. Thank you. Ammunition. Alright. What does this computer tell me? Automechanical status. Disable hostility protocol. Great. Access restricted to the security office. Access restrictions. Okay. Messages. Please explain. I'm going to have to take the researcher's side on this. This was from Tanaka, all right, the security officer probably. Your absence during an emergency is conspicuous. I don't want to report you because I don't want corporate auditors scheduling interviews with the entire staff while they're trying to meet deadline. The unplanned sabotage event already halted experimentation and development. We're trying to get our operations running again, and we could use all the help we can get. I've already down one staff member. Saint Germain is gone. You know why. You owe this team an explanation to any number of grievances. Your absence is the most urgent one, but I'll take an explanation as to why there are primals being held in the caverns near our waste disposal site. They're your primals, aren't they? Right? Tanaka says, no, I can't explain the primals. Primals defy explanation. They are a miracle of evolutionary adaptation and a treasure trove of interesting genetic material. I'm not going to explain my alleged absence either. This is because I'm not absent at all. My presence is implicit in the work of my researchers. The researchers still employed in this department are skilled and more than capable of repairing any damage done by an alleged saboteur. Please don't bother me again with trivial problems. You are the security chief. Stick to securing things, including but not limited to the safety of the lab and my privacy. The resignation from Tanaka. I just finished filing my official report to the unplanned sabotage event. Unfortunately, filing a report on a sabotage event requires me to also include a list of captured, apprehended, and neutralized saboteurs, company policy. No list means I'm getting arrested for dereliction of duty and you're getting penalized for hiring me. Saboteurs is plural. I can't include Mr. St. Germain's name and be done with it. As a last resort, I've been forced to include the names of all former employees whose contracts were recently terminated in the decimation. These researchers are no longer part of Project Gorgon and will likely not survive without a job, so I may as well use their names to save ours. I filed my report last night and have been able to sleep. This is to let you know that I will be filing for transfer at the end of the next cycle. Alright. So, all the robots should now no longer be hostile. And the traps are gone. Okay, good. So let's go back out this way and explore the rest of the area, assuming nothing wants to kill me now. Alright, this room. This is a room I want to be in for the moment. Good. Because without the access to this door here, I couldn't have gotten into this room until going through the caverns and stuff to come back around. Alright, so let's explore... Let's not explore this room yet. Let's explore the bigger area. Alright, who wants to shoot me? Do you want to shoot me, mister? Hey, I turned off... Alright. I definitely turned off the automechanical problem, didn't I? Did I not? Alright, well, at least I did what I was supposed to do, which was avoid killing them initially. Alright, let's
It looks so
check in
homey,
here.
like a family lived here. All that goodness turned to such devilish ends.
Yeah, not great.
You're an artist, Captain.
Don't need maple syrup, thank you. Alright. I don't know why bins exist that are empty. Like, I'm okay if they were, like, open. But, like, I don't need an empty thing, you know? That feels a little silly. Alright. First up, sell the junk. Next up, buy the ammo. Great. And we're on our way. Locked door to a storage section. Great. Awesome. Thank you for the wheel. Nothing else in here. Maybe the auto mechanicals. Jasper's storage key. Okay. Closet in Lowe's office. Interesting. Maybe turning off the auto mechanicals is everything that's inside of the facility and not everything outside the facility. Alright. Here is the restroom. Dead scientist. Maybe drank himself to death? Nothing else is in here. Maybe hold up with the bottle and then the mechanicals got him. Alright. Shower room. Alright, we've explored everything in here, so let's come back out. And is there anything worth looking for down there? Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Only way to find out is to... Great. Only way to find out is to shoot everything now.
Here we go.
Great. I am afraid of robots anyway, so... I'll do a brief exploration over here, and then we will go back up and go the intended path. Alright, so this door is the same door. Nope, you guys are mad. Great. If, you know, using that thing did nothing, we'll find out.
Compound X are inescapable. The refined excrement of the xenocyte life form. It's a fine powder, very fine. It finds its way into absolutely everything. Even in the water now, and the air. It settles like a veil over all of Gorgon. The laboratory techs get the worst of it. We all appreciated the boost to mood and productivity at first, but we're at each other's throats in an instant now. I've had to break up 2 fistfights this week alone. This aggression must be inherent to the formula, to Compound X. How do I stop it?
Alright, so Olivia didn't think so highly of the Compound X refinery. Interesting. Maybe her journal will still exonerate her. Alright, Dunlop. Critical update. Automated message triggered by the Connolly. Contingency 771. Abundance of raw materials now in effect due to higher predicted volume of Compound X harvested in the laboratory. Your quota has been raised by 200%, so you did so well. We're moving the goalpost. Bi-weekly quota reviews are automatically generated and forwarded to administration and OCI. Dereliction in production will be reflected in your crew. Experiment notes. Open the last entry. Dunlop Junior Researcher, Compound X, Attempt 89. 1134, exposed Compound X sample to N-ray concentrate for 30 seconds. Research notes, notes incomplete and damaged. Exposed compound to N-ray for 60 seconds. Sample failed, toxicity levels high, disposed. Exposed Compound X sample for attempt 90. Woke up, fell asleep at table. Sample failed, overexposure to lab atmosphere, toxicity levels high, disposed. Unplanned sabotage event destroyed any relevant research notes. Forced to rely on outdated notes. Expected time lost 6 to 16 months. Oof. Attempt to replicate research unsuccessful. We'll try again after resting eyes for a minute. Alright, so they were basically working themselves to exhaustion. Fun. Alright. Out we go. Is there anything up there, actually? I doubt it, but I want to be sure. No. Alright. Can't get up there. Out the door. Alright. So that's progress. Thank you. Alright, this is the way I came in initially. Just, ow, double checking. Just checking, make sure I didn't leave anything like all this money. Or any living enemies. Alright, to the cavern. Primals. And science goop. All right. Great. Feeling good. Okay. All right. Down we came.
Primals, too? They wanted to make sure they made all the bad decisions, didn't they?
They really did, Max. They really did. How's my weapon? Alright. Let's break down some stuff. That's unique. Get some weapon parts out of these things. Great. Great, great, great.
Got it. Heads down. Here we go.
Everybody be cool. Everyone be cool. Great. Just blew you into pieces. Nice and regular. Alright, let's reorient ourselves and pick up anything worth picking up. Dead auto mechanical. Primals are dead. Thank you for your death. Alright, lots of skellies. Lots of Kellingtons. Nice. Right, no more living primals over here. And just checking out any boxes worth plundering. Don't think there's anything else, really. Alright, onwards we go. Yep. Alright, back to mechanicals. So this is probably where the mechanicals and the primals butted heads the most. So, like, I use the computer to turn off the hostility protocol. Are they... Nope, they're still pretty mad at me. Maybe it's making them take longer to get mad at me? I don't super know. It doesn't really seem to be doing what I think it's supposed to do. That's fine, though. Because they all die pretty fast. They all die the same. So that's the elevator. That's the hole I could drop down from. Just making sure there's anything else of super interest over here. I don't think there is. Yeah, alright. Can sneak under this beam for whatever reason. I'm kind of on the outside of the building now. Or not outside, outskirts of the room. But that's fine. Oh, hello. Goodbye. That's the thing, is like, without super bumping up... Oh, hello. Without super bumping up the damage output of these guys, I basically outpace them on level and damage, so there's not a lot of... Not to say there's no challenge left, because it's still fun to explore and get into little fights, but there's definitely less tension, and the deaths kind of come out of surprise now. At least against sort of these fodder enemies. The monsters are still kind of dangerous, because they can hit you with a lot of damage over time and tank the rest of your team. Alright. So, what is out this way? Is this an exit? It is an exit. Where is this in relation to anything? Sealed door. Okay. So the exit's sealed. That's fine. Makes this really easy to navigate.
Mr. Lowe was awfully messy, wasn't he?
Oh, man. Awfully messy is an understatement.
Remarkably intent on scuttling my every plan to end you. How inconsiderate. Especially after I've gone to so much effort to see Gorgon rest in peace.
Well,
It's a good thing, then, that I finally figured out what you're after.
is it the truth?
I'll see you soon, little weasel.
What a Weasley little liar, dude.
Or does it seem like our mysterious nemesis watches too many Aetherwave serials?
This is sick. I can't bear it any longer.
I agree. Alright. Great. Again, I kind of wish there was like a flashlight option, but here's another
Patrols on Gorgon.
option here to listen to.
So I suppose it's always dark here in the void. The lab is empty, and I am at last alone. I'm preoccupied with thoughts of the single-celled xenocytes that make their home here on this rock. These primordial creatures persist despite the hostility of their surroundings. No, they require adversity to thrive. Perhaps that's why our bodies react to theirs. There is a harmony in us. The law didn't craft us for the void, yet we scrabble across its cold worlds, building, persisting, as the xenocytes do. We live. Against all odds, we live. But for how long?
Well, we'll find out for how long eventually. What's in his store? Oh! Oh, it goes up, or it goes down. So let's see. Let's read his computer first. Welcome, Jasper Lowe. Admin functions. Synthesis and Manufacturing Center status. Okay, Lockdown must be overwritten in the Chem Lab, which would be here. Messages. Incoming. So these are messages to Jasper Lowe. Updated security practices high priority. Pursuant to last week's incident, all lab personnel must tidy their workstations at their shift, close and lock all drawers, safes, closets, vents, and lab doors before leaving. Visitors must be accompanied. Furthermore, any lab tech accompanying a guest who has not received certification in either self-defense or hand-to-hand must also be accompanied by a member of the security team. Confidential information must remain as such. Do not discuss the nature of your work outside or inside the lab except to warn peers of imminent danger, such as fire, chemical spill, or corporate espionage. All lab techs are to isolate themselves until further notice. Any lab tech found fraternizing in groups of 2 or more, or found speaking with the same person more than once, will be reprimanded to Spacer's choice. Finally, unless you are actually physically sitting in an interview session pre-approved by me, do not speak to the journalists. Sure. All right, from Ambrose, Adrena Time Concerns. I dug into the volunteer data Marion sent over. You were right. The current formulation is resulting in alarming outcomes even by Spacer's choice standards. Priantha and I performed a handful of autopsies on this week's deceased and made a few notable observations. In one case, that of a young man in his early 20s, noted a degree of gray matter loss one would expect to see in a man of 70. His brain had also atrophied to a shocking extent, again as one might expect in a much older man. In another case, that of a woman in middle age, the subject was no longer able to achieve natural sleep. After 11 consecutive days of wakefulness, she was no longer able to distinguish her violent hallucinations from reality. Yet even as she spiraled, she demanded additional injections. I was sure our last tweak would reduce the incidence of violence among the volunteer population. We might as well attempt to further refine the compound through partitioning, though I'm doubtful we will be efficacious. Violence aside, I'm growing increasingly concerned by the habit-forming nature of the compound. What do you think? All right, monthly physicals. The materials we work with are dangerous and will result in permanent injury, disfigurement, or madness when handled for extended periods. Therefore, all lab personnel will now report to the project's physician, Dr. Priantha LeBlanc, for monthly physicals and psychiatric evaluations. I do this out of abundance of caution. Schedule your first appointment immediately and notify me when you do. I have access to your medical records, so I'll know when you shirk. Do not make me drag you into this office myself. All right. Outgoing. Back to Ambrose regarding the AT Adrena Time Concerns. These days I try to think as little as possible. Thinking is a dreadful habit, which leads to self-awareness, which leads to resignation. It's true that the current formulation is resulting in alarming outcomes, but not, I think, by SC standards. SC standards are low. You report 11 consecutive days of wakefulness, and they see 11 consecutive days of productivity. You report an inability to distinguish violent hallucinations from reality. Spacers is going to try to push us to turn those hallucinations into phantom images of company logos. You say the compound is habit-forming, and they're going to see an increase in demand for our never-ending supply of xenocyte waste. To be serious, yes, the compound is absolutely habit-forming. Addiction correlates with dosage, and dosage size is inversely proportional to enrichment quality. As long as corporate asks us to keep our dosage minimal and controlled, there's a reasonable chance we can improve the enrichment process to filter out some dangerous side effects. It's going to take time, a lot more time than corporate realizes. All right? Archived message from Ambrose. Termination, Saint Germain. Effective immediately, Herbert Saint Germain is no longer an employee of Spacer's Choice. His body has been forwarded to the chemical waste dump for processing. All right, he died. He was a saboteur sent by a rival firm to disrupt our efforts. It's only thanks to the swift reporting by one of your esteemed colleagues that Saint Germain was prevented from causing any significant damage to our facilities, intellectual property, or staff. He was popular for his genial and helpful demeanor. That is because he was a spy. Okay, so I think that this guy ended up being a scapegoat, is what if I recall. But we will override the lockdown.
Since we've been traveling together, we've visited a lot of places that set my teeth on edge. This here makes my skin crawl.
I dare say it seems like the inmates were running the asylum here.
Something went very wrong.
The only thing they seem to be able to get right is sowing insanity and destroying people's lives.
I agree.
The folks down here dedicated their lives to fixing Halcyon. They were supposed to be the company's best and brightest. How'd they lose their way?
Greed, incompetence. They were supposed to do the impossible by people who weren't accountable, best and brightest. They were pushed to do the impossible. It is true.
That might have been enough for me back in Edgewater, but after all we've seen of Halcyon, Captain, someone should have said no.
I agree.
Minnie thinks her family has a bad name now. It's nothing compared to how it will be if she compounds on her mother's failures.
That's why we're helping. I want to see what this digs up. All right. Let's go downstairs into his closet. Primals. Oh.
Nice work! I'd have hoped a smart fellow like Mr. Lowe would know better than to test his super drug on primals.
Well, he wasn't smart. Oh, that's just like blue lighting. It's not an important document. Thank you for all these things. What's the point of being down here? Like, why would I have gone to the trouble of finding a key to come down here? Is there anything worth getting? Aqua Regula. Lowe's research notes. Industrial research into primal neurochemistry has proven fruitful. I've discovered a cardiac cell receptor for adrenaline, analogous to human cell receptors in function, if not in physiology. It should be possible to develop a pharmaceutical drug that blocks the effect of the adrenaline hormone in primals, thus curtailing their paranoia, agitation, and violent irritability. Correction. It is possible, just unlikely given the way OCI has me under thumb screws. Adrenatime is a dangerous drug. The danger can be mitigated by developing an adrenaline inhibitor. Take adrenatime, then take this theoretical drug to minimize its side effects. I barely have the time, energy, or resources to develop a half-passable adrenatime, so the idea must remain adrene. Nonetheless, my notes follow, hope springs eternal. So he was actually trying, after he kind of got sidetracked into building his own drug. Alright, so these were the primal cages. Huh, okay, well, I don't think there's anything else of note in here, except the Aqua Regia. Break these down. Alright, well, let's get out of here. We have one last side quest to turn in, and then we're just pushing the end forward from that point. Can we get out this door now?
I'm looking forward to a breath of fresh air after the stench of this place.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Let me think here. Right. Okay. Let's see. All right. So, we are going to go back and think about what needs to happen here. Roscoe hired us to do this job, and he wants us to do it specifically because it will complete his contract and allow him to leave. I want to see what the other person hired us to do. Why does she want it to go? Georgie wanted to go to her automech. So that would have been to Roscoe. If you're hearing this, you must still be holed up in the Sprat Shack. She was trying to steal it. I'm going to be a heap in trouble if I don't get them. Alright, so let's talk to the guy at the Sprat Shack and see if he cares. He might want to help out Georgie in the end, after all. That's fine. So let's talk to Roscoe first and see how he feels about that. I don't know why I would have paid this off, unless...
This unit is a friend to all debtors.
Friend to debtors. I don't know what that... Maybe that just means she's buffed or something, that robot. Alright, into the Sprat Shack. We might even be able to finish this whole DLC up. Let's see what happens. Up one level. Drop a save in case he just takes them. What's up, Roscoe?
Hey, there you are. Been wondering how you were doing. Did you manage to find those recordings?
Can I ask you something?
Sure, I'm an open book.
Never mind. All right.
No problem.
So I can just give them to him, or give them to the other thing. Well, I'm gonna give them to him because he hired us. I don't really know about right or wrong, but that's the truth.
Well, I'll be damned. Now I can finally get off this rock and go home. I know it's not much, but take the last of my bits. You've earned every single one, friend.
I could ask him for more. Did you know that Georgie was interviewing Ambrose on her own?
She couldn't have been. We were together all the time. Except, oh shit, my weekly calls with headquarters. What could she even want to ask Olivia Ambrose about? Doesn't make sense.
Details, ratios and measurements, ingredients.
Good fucking law. Headquarters would kill me if they knew. Right after they killed her. Hell, being stuck here might have been the only thing keeping me alive.
Was there something going on?
No, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it seemed like there could be, when we were servicing the phonographs, or sharing a beer, but who'd be interested in some forgotten old bastard like me?
Well, I can see the appeal. Takes all kinds.
Sure, yeah. My ma used to say the same thing. And anyway, unauthorized fraternization between employees is illegal. But that's all you need to know about my dire love life, I think. Any other horrible truths you want to reveal to me? Or can I get back to my drinking?
I don't have any more details.
Listen, I appreciate you telling me what happened with those recordings, but I need some time to think. Got a lot to process.
You do that, bud.
Yeah, yeah. See you around.
Okay. Oh, all right, pal. Let us now go to the Synthesis and Manufacturing Center. Down the stairs, up the elevator, out the door. All right. Out we go. Take care, pal. And now we will finish the next quest. The red tape of command. So that's where we need to go. Not a lot of good fast travel points around here. Maybe the chem lab is closest? Probably. So let's start outside the chem lab and run our way over. Alright. Okay. So we need to go down this way. Drop a save, run past everything. Not gonna even worry about it.
Oh, good. A fight.
If I keep running, it doesn't matter. I really got hit from that far away. I am upset with that. Did I walk into... Oh, there's more goop. It's just not highly publicized goop. Alright. I was like, that dude is not getting up. He does not care. Yep. Dandy. Up we go into this building.
This can't be worse than anything we already seen, right?
Who knows?
I wonder what surprises they have in store for us here.
Let's do a quick circuit. Not in the goop. Thank you. You're the best. Alright. That, like, goop attack that they will use sometimes just eats your weapon degradation. Alright. Access to the upper levels is unrestricted for authorized personnel. Unseal the door. Let's go. SMC. Man, I am very washed out with this light. How do I make that better? I'd like to be, you know, visible, but not a ghost. Makes it daylight in here based on the camera. That's better. That's okay. All right. So, Pam, not Sam. Let's take a quick look around. 5 floors. 5 floors to look through. All right, she's been killing the marauders. Hi, Pam.
Welcome to the Adrenatime Synthesis and Manufactory Center, brought to you by Spacer's Toys.
She has a drawn-on
This
face.
Activity automechanical unit is at your disposal. Its normal duties involve the management of legacy operations analytics.
Okay.
However, due to the promotion, demotion, death, or injury to other managers of this facility, this unit is now the acting manager of the following departments: reception, human resources, accounting, technical support, manufacturing, distribution, security. Please direct any questions about those departments to Pam. Answers not guaranteed.
All right. Legacy Operations Analytics.
According to this facility's records, the Legacy Operations Analytics department is located on sublevel floor 1. Its functions include warm bodies and redacted. Access to that department is currently denied due to a lockdown in the sublevel stairwell.
Okay. It only exists to meet some minimum personnel requirement.
We value each and every member of the Spacer's Toys family, so be proud. On average, you contribute positively to a minimum of 1.44 important spreadsheets per quarter. That was one of Pam's patented pep talks designed to efficiently eliminate, and after all, how can I
What's with all the
Did you
bodies?
know that keeping your workers alive boosts product when PAM's
Okay.
emergency combat protocols are active? Warning.
Sure.
Due to power consumption, Spacer's
Okay.
choice policy dictates that managerial processes take priority.
Okay. How can I recharge you?
Messing with tangled cables or confusing batteries? With PAM, you'll out of batteries and need productivity now. No problem.
Can you override the
PAM
behavior?
is fully customizable to fit your some limitations
Okay.
apply. Spacer's
All right, so I can maybe fix her to help me out here. Your productivity auto-mechanical.
Each and every member of the Spacer's Choice family be the
Okay. When you're managed by Pam, you're in charge of people.
Pam is your boss. I'm just with Pam at the helm.
All right, how do you keep people more productive?
Pam is
Encouraging
loaded with
messages.
over schedule slipping. Not to you'll be a team play.
Okay. All right.
How can I increase
Not going to be mean to her. Tell me about the facility.
Time synthesis and manufacturing center. You are
Okay.
now in the lobby. The floors above you are the floors below you are the. How can I increase?
All right. I need you to boost my productivity. How about some motivation?
Choice likes to maintain.
Please do it in the... Okay. All right, so...
I'll keep quiet.
Drop a save. She doesn't care. All right, she turns off. I didn't mean to do that. Didn't know if that let me do anything to fix her. All right, so... Combat mode, you need to fully charge its batteries and find an override code. All right, so... Let's explore the side rooms here for a little bit. See if we can't find a battery or an override code to work with. We have a huge building to look through here. What do we got? Messages. Current user, hide. Receptionist. From Eliasson, my ID. Sorry to bother you. I lost my ID. I don't know what happened. Can you have a... I have a very strict system for organizing my desk. Someone took it. Can you deactivate it and get me a new one? All right. Seen Fife. Hey, Rosemary, have you seen Fife around? Pam's old battery is having trouble holding a charge. All my spares keep disappearing. You know how it goes around here. If something's disappearing, Fife probably swiped it and put it in the facilities office like a trophy. Since your desk in the lobby isn't too far from facilities, I hope you might have spotted it on his way or something. All right. Oops. Facilities office. So, facilities office. Let's go. Staff only. That includes me now. Because if I'm in here, it means I must be staff. All right, Bard, that's the Skyrim door. Broken computer. Close this. Thank you very much. Nothing else of note. What do we got? Cigarette lighter. Adrenos. Thank you. An ore. Defensive helmet. Bit cart. Okay. So how... The door is barred. How do I get through? Pam. Oh, there's the energy button. Sell at least. All right. I will be back with you shortly, Pam, after I do a quick sweep.
No, wait. That head's not spinning all the way around, is it? Well, that's not unsettling at all.
Oh, I don't like that.
I know better. I'd swear it was watching me.
It's not. It spins too slowly to watch you. Unless that's the whole point. The whole point is that it spins slowly. It's always spinning, though. It will always eventually look at you. Those faces are terrifying as well. Alright. The lounge. Alright. Dead dudes in the lounge. Alright, I guess I picked it up. Alright. The Marauders came here. They all died. Lots of booze and cigarettes. And booze and cigarettes and games. Nothing behind the bar. Some ammunition. These damn tech support slackwits. When we barred the door to HR and accounting and made them use the stairwell, they would not stop whining about it, but at every turn they proved me right about it. Nosy little shits are always up to some kind of humbuggery. The auto mechanical specialist that's in charge of Pam is the worst one. He's always changing some setting or another for routine repairs, and then after all hell breaks loose, it's up to me and my security team to pick up the pieces. It's pretty hard to do, considering half my team has paws instead of hands. Canids are easier to manage, they said. They're more resource efficient, they said. Top rungers. And everyone wonders why I'm always drinking in the lounge. Anyway, this guy's changed Pam's combat override again without telling me. Again, I don't think Pam Blam, thank you ma'am, A2368 fits security guidelines, but screw it. At least this time it's not about another employee's mother. Alright, so we have the code and the battery to power up Pam if we want. Over here, that marauder had 2 machine guns on him. Thank you very much. Alright, back to Pam. I have a battery for you, so that might be better than just having you use a low battery.
Don't be shy. How can I...
Alright. Engage emergency protocols.
Cannot be, please ensure.
Alright, here is a... Fuck you, I do what I want, lol. Could Parvati do something?
Could give it a shot. There we go. All I had...
This unit's power rating error. Employee's biometric ID does not pretend that this PAM unit is one of your employees who's been working long hours.
Okay. An extra pep pill. Keep working late.
Like any good manager, employees pass verbal management test complete.
Okay. Alright, well I didn't need to do that anyway, so... She's on her way. She's doing her thing. Is she just running a lap? Is she doing a circuit, or what's the deal? Also, this is going to make me scared of things, which is going to be frustrating. But, do your thing, Pam. Help us kill stuff. We're on an adventure together. Up we go. Can't go to the store. Unless Pam will open it. Nope, she's doing her own thing. Now she's just chasing me up all the stairs. Alright, 3rd floor. What do we got? Vending machine. Not this one. Thank you. Lots of marauders in there. Did Pam just go up on her own somewhere? Alright, well, thanks, Pam. Do your thing. I hope you kill stuff for me. Where'd Pam go, actually? She must have gone into the rooms. She must have gone this way somewhere. She just, like, straight disappeared. Sell junk. Buy ammo. Sell things I do not need. Like all these guns. And this armor is probably gonna go. That's a nice one. I think I don't have one of those already. Everything else, though, I have multiple duplicates of, I'm sure. Yep. You guys can go. I'll keep you. You can go. These go. Don't need that. I have a lot of these. Charged defensive helmet. Lots of these. Don't need them. Alright, that's much better. Alright, this is a closet. Or a bathroom. This is the way forward. Oh, Pam's doing her thing. Thanks, Pam. Alright, Tinsley's computer. Messages. To Newell. No, there are no socks involved in the production of Spacer's Choice Terra-Fried Spratwurst. The T hologram on the machine is likely just malfunctioning. It should read out of stock. Out of stock, I see. Return button. I regret to inform you that vending machines do not take returns. Do not try to fit your can of Spacer's Choice Gourmet Salty Night back into the bit cartridge slot. It will damage the machine. Alright. Flavor text. All right, Jaramillo. A note on notes. Prosperous morning. This is an informal reminder that your adhesive notes are intended to track your trouble tickets. Do not use adhesive notes to create patterns on your divider wall. I hate to remind you that unsanctioned aesthetic expression is strictly contrary to Spacer's Choice law. I don't want to be reprimanded because I didn't warn you. Please endeavor to use the adhesive notes in a manner prescribed. Great. Friendly language for a friendly office. I just want to tell you, I've reported your recent unsanctioned language to Human Resources. You were recently talking about seeing some of your colleagues act paranoid and violent. Try to remember the new guidelines from corporate. Don't call your colleagues paranoid. They're experiencing dramatically heightened attention. Don't call your colleagues violent. They're showing physically assertive behavior. I'm as concerned as you are about the curious and surprising behavior we've been seeing around the premises, but try to keep your language sanitized. Clean language is a matter of security. Good job, Pam. Thanks for doing your job. You're the best.
Impressive, as always.
If I can get through some of this without having to fire a shot, that would be great. All right, just lots of cubicles over here. Cubicles, computers. Here's another one. Vargas. Inappropriate automech. I promise you no automechanical in the galaxy is capable of falling in love with you. It's fair. It is far outside their capabilities. If there is a legitimate reason the current automechanical is not fulfilling your department's needs, please file a request using form AM265B with permission from your manager. Thank you. To Isaacs. Apologies. That wasn't a comment about your inability to secure a marriage contract. New automechanical is capable of loving you because they are literally not capable of loving anyone. Great. Automechanicals function through a simple series of state machines that are designed to problem solve for a limited list of scenarios. They are all directly related to the task that the automechanical was created for. In other words, a security automechanical might be able to question unauthorized personnel about where they left their biometric card. A chef can only ask them if they want extra salt. In theory, an automechanical is deliberately modified to learn speech patterns and how to mimic human behavior. They would be a hollow imitation. So if an automechanical assistant really did make a comment about your posterior, it was because they were programmed to say it. All right? From Lou, don't transfer to Vargas. Judith. Now is not the time to request a transfer. I've got a reliable source that tells me the OCI may be under an official audit. There's been word of some kind of corporate sabotage. I wouldn't request a transfer to the chem labs. They just had their budget and their personnel slashed. You don't be associated with their office. Stay with us. We know what we're doing. Well, they didn't. Okay. That's empty. And that's where it came in. Next block of the room. Lots of automechs over here. Just keep letting her, you know, run riot upstairs on her way. Titus Androidicus. Great. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the bits. Alright, this looks like it would have made our journey through the building a little shorter. That's fine. Pam is doing her thing. Alright, Lou, personal files. Power siphoning. With the battery shortage, I need to find a way to recharge Pam in a pinch. They have to divide up all the remaining batteries, and eventually even these won't hold much of a charge. At least not if you just plug it into the unit and into the wall as assigned. Turns out batteries are only charged at half capacity if you use them as intended. I think it's planned obsolescence. They want the batteries to wear out sooner to folks buy more of them. Doesn't make sense to do it at our own facilities, but what do I know? Anyway, I think I found a way to bypass it, at least on the biped models. If you take two similar units, link their power supplies, initiate a surge. Alright, not going to use it just yet. Weapons tuning. I cannot believe they gave Pam an N-ray cannon. Talk about overkill. There's not much in the known galaxy deadlier than N-ray radiation. And once it's let loose, it's hard to contain. Most living things seem to give it off in microscopic doses. Alright, messages to Vargas, keep your head down. Last week, a pair of technicians at my designated workplace fell into a pretty bad row. There were a lot of seditious words used. I don't want to repeat them here. Management stepped in. I haven't seen them since. I don't think their indenturement contracts were nullified. Otherwise, I would have received a reprimand on account of having worked with terminated colleagues. They haven't been in their domiciles. They haven't been at their stations. I don't think they were fired. I think they deserted. I'm not going to share their names. I don't want that on my audit. All I know is the office isn't working the way it should. Ambrose is nervous, and when she's nervous, we're all nervous. Alright, and then Vargas responded again. One of my colleagues disappeared 3 nights ago. She'd been falling behind her deadlines and was medicating herself with AT. I was jealous of her work ethic, so I can't imagine what compelled her to just disappear. Frankly, I'm glad she was starting to make me look bad. There's something strange happening in the office. I don't know what to make of it. Nothing's going according to plan. Clarence mostly had a phrase he muttered now and then. The Bancroft coefficient is approaching 1. Apparently there's some fellow named Lucian Bancroft. If he's real, Ambrose answers to him. I think he's a cipher or a code name or something. I don't know how chaotic or messy a project has to be before that coefficient hits 1, but I know bad things happen when Lucian Bancroft shows up. Contracts nullified, waste disposed, assets eliminated. I'll keep my head down. All right. All right, next room. All right, these are dead ends. Nothing to find. Can't open this door, so we're in here. Oh. Pam, no! Poor Pam. She died doing what she loved, running ahead of everything and getting herself killed. Which is weird, because there's only one guy left. Oh, there's 2 guys left in here. All right, well. Welcome to the party. Well, you are fast. Goodbye, Pam. You were helpful. And now I will plunder. If you had just waited a little bit, I would have been able to keep up with you. Or maybe you die anyway. Because, you know, I tricked you into thinking your battery was charged. Didn't even want any of those. Alright, sell the junk. Sell everything I don't need. Whoops, whoops, whoops. There we go. I don't need anything in here. Great. Don't need you. Buy the ammunition. Alright. Now it's up to me. Alright, there's just one guy in here, is that right? Nope, he's dead now. Oh, he went upstairs.
No problem. I'll head over.
Alright, that's it.
Be right there.
Don't chase people up the stairs like a crazy person. Alright, this would have been back in there. That's fine. Computers. Stuff. Check the computers in a second. There's another computer over there. Alright. Okay. Great, 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 great. Upper levels. That's my ultimate goal. That explodes. Thank you for all the materials here. Back to the beginning. Great. These elevators don't work. Alright, let's read computer terminals. The best part of any game. Reading shit. Norwood messages. From Metcalf, the printer is broken. It's not broken, it's just out of paper, which I have to say is pretty amazing. How in the name of the grand plan did you manage to print 450 documents in a week? Those can't be all transfer requests. I know this project is well funded, but the head researcher must be even more famous than I thought if we're getting this many. From Blomset, last warning. Colin, you know our policy. Even if you do have proof that Putnam has been taking your lunch, Spacer's Choice guidelines for theft only apply to property. You and your lunch and your Putnam and Mr. Putnam all constitute Spacer's Choice property. It is legally impossible for property to steal from itself. Please note that an inability to protect your own source of nourishment will be reflected in your permanent record. If you cannot be trusted to guard your own sandwich, you cannot be trusted to guard classified information. Please have those reports sorted on my desk for lunch. You're not in a junior position anymore. All right? That's all he had to say. And this was Blomset. Employee exchange. Spacer's Choice is aware of Dr. Lowe's eccentric habits. Lowe medicates himself with experimental drugs of his own design. We have not mentioned this flaw in Lowe's character in our exchange contract with Auntie Cleo. We believe that Lowe's behavior is consistent with the values of our rival company. Dr. Lowe and Auntie Cleo are, in the opinion of Spacer's Choice, an ideal match. Both Lowe and Auntie Cleo and the Auntie Cleo company believe themselves to be better than nature. Please be informed that Auntie Cleo has generously offered at least 3 senior personnel in exchange for Dr. Lowe. It is Spacer's Choice company policy to accept any bargain in our favor. All right, so they traded him out. Michael, the office has reviewed your report of unlawful behavior exhibited by certain colleagues at your designated workplace. We find the contents of your report alarming and inconsistent with values and vision. While it is the duty of every member of our family to report seditious and unlawful behavior, it is important to express your report using appropriate company-approved language. Your description of violent outbursts and aggressive behavior from your colleagues is problematic. Furthermore, the office disapproves of your obvious exaggerations of any physical injury sustained in your alleged altercations with colleagues. Spacer's Choice is not liable or responsible for any injuries caused by property, including machinery or other co-workers. Your description of your colleagues' behavior portrays Spacer's Choice in an unflattering light and will be stricken from the official record. Okay, great. It was all going downhill in a hurry.
Watch your hands, Captain. Be a bad time to lose them. Well, I guess any time be a bad time, but especially now.
All right, working our way up. I'm sorry you couldn't join us on this journey, Pam. You'll be missed. All right. What do we got? What's the sitch? I don't see anybody. Oh, there's somebody. All right. All right. In the words of James Corden at that traffic stop, let's get loud. All right. Searching for containers. The most important of activities, really. So, I need to keep going south, but there are lots of little side rooms to explore. So why wouldn't I? This is where I killed a guy. I killed a man in here once. That's a broken computer. Thank you. Great.
Great work.
Awesome. So let us push this way.
Nice hit!
Started walking slow for some reason. Hey now, let's not do that. Great. You are one annoying torso, if I must say so myself. Alright. So I came through that door, going through this door.
Everyone all right?
Pretty underwhelming experience. The combat, in general, it's fine. Does what it needs to do. An adoring fan hat. That's neat. Alright. Is this door locked? It is. But I can get into it if I wanted to. I won't want to yet. I have other stuff to do on this side of the room. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright. This is our intended path. I didn't see any computers between here and there. I don't see any more marauders off the top of my skull. Let's open that door. Let's use the workbench, repair everything we got going on. Great. Up we go. Always hydrate, kids. It's important. All right. Got to get through this room.
To think, I would once have been impressed by this monstrosity.
There's something mystical about this thing. Almost holy. Is that weird?
A little weird. Okay. Not seeing any bad guys yet, which means they're either all at the end or something's going to happen on our way out. All right. Nothing is hiding. So we can go around and go up towards the synthesizer thing. Olivia's journal's right there. The elevator
will be in our grasp soon.
Yep, there's Ambrose's office. Let's see what's going on with the synthesizer first. Just really quickly. Oops. No one's in here. Can walk into this room for whatever reason I might want. Oh, unique armor. Love it. Synthesizer maintenance log. Adjusted rotation speed on its centrifuge AT3245 as per Ambrose's request. Hopefully that should yield a few more batches with each production cycle. Still a little short of quotas, but we're doing our best. Updated the access code to the synthesizer production routine. Reported it back to Dr. Ambrose. Ambrose recorded the access code in her journal as always. Has a habit of writing everything down. It's unnerving. I never know when I'm being audited. Alright. So whatever Ambrose did, she wrote down. So let's see. Here's the way back down eventually. Coolant tanks. Hacking materials, adrenos. Okay. Cigarettes. She had a full bar in her own office. It's pretty neat. Hello. What's this? Why would I have needed to go this way? There's nothing in here. Why would I need to have gone this way? That makes no sense. There's no reason for there to be two exits to this room. Let's close this door if we can. Oh, she had a watercolor painting. Probably one that her daughter gave her. Prototype light pistol. There's the journal.
That's hands, Cap.
Oh, alright. Just $200. Not really worth it. Alright. Let's look at our computer first. Messages. Incoming. Null. You have cleared your messages. Congratulations. Outgoing. Sent to Goodfellow. Toxifree rebranding. Change the name. Alright, so we've seen this one. Radio documentary participating. A waste of my time. Alright, so we've seen this one already. Production schedule. I've seen the brand manager sniffing about. Mine's the only project. Schedule you sent me must be a template of the work of an intern. Great. You think you can hide from me, you little twerp. I know a serum that will make you feel as if you've lived 1,000 years. Alright, so we've read all these. Outgoing to Blakesley. Frequency of testing. It's been 3 weeks. Where are the reports? Alright, we've read that. Subject status. I see now. Okay, yep. Read this. Condolences. Cancel all the letters. Sent to Jasper. Concerns. Violence aside, I'm increasingly concerned with the habit-forming nature. And he responded. Other. Monthly physicals, good. Saw this. Employee termination for Herbert. Bear. Updated security protocols, don't talk to the journalists, yep. Seize all recordings. Bring them immediately, don't let the journalists off the asteroid, alright. Deleted messages. Received from Low. What do you think? Alright, so we've already seen this. Oops. Wait, we did see that, right? A lot more than corporate realizes. Yep, we read that. Blakesley. Wait. They've not received one. Received from Goodfellow. From the production schedule point, if you're receiving this message, I'm unavailable. Alright, so we send an automatic response. I'm just sending Herbert St. Germain was the one who got fired. Radio documentary approved. Alright. Admin functions. No available ones. Okay.
That's enough.
Hmm.
Gorgon is mine. Go now, and I will not pursue you. But if you stay, I will sick every last lawless fucking mercenary in Halcyon on you. It's your choice, Captain.
Never know safety again? And why should the future be any different from the past?
Hmm.
Starting to hope I get to meet this jerk, just so I can give him a good kick in the shins.
I agree. Alright, well. We have the prize safely in hand. Watercolor painting. A rather terrible painting of a teacup canid. The back is signed by Minnie Ambrose. Synthesizer maintenance log. PAM override code. Okay. So we have the journal. Worth without context, priceless to those who know. All right. So oh, I see now. This is why these are locked. That's why there's an exit here. Is this now a combat arena? Like, what's the deal? No. Seems pretty regular. Down we go. Feeling pretty good. I'm curious about who the mysterious figure is, you know, but that's kind of whatever. Sending all the mercenaries after me won't really do much. Thank you, Pam, for your service. You are a great companion to kill like 7 dudes for me while I looted the rest of the other rooms. Okay. Back to the ship.
We are receiving an incoming signal, Captain.
Okay.
Captain, I see you've made some headway on Gorgon. Mother's old work terminal just lit up with a bunch of new protocols. Very exciting. What about Mother's journal? Any progress there?
Tell me the truth.
Are you accusing me of deception? Captain, I would never. Can you hear me, Captain? I'm getting some interference on my end. Captain. Captain!
Uh-oh. Just static forever? Is that what's happening?
Hello again, little weasel.
Interesting.
I must admit, you've surprised me. I threw nearly everything I had at you, and you overcame it all.
So you're the one who put it on lockdown.
Well spotted, Captain. We've both played our roles well, but it seems you've got the edge. I may have gravely underestimated you. You were smart to hire him, Wilhelmina. Well done.
Mother, you're alive! And still on Gorgon?
I will listen quietly.
This is so you, Mother. Inserting yourself where you aren't needed and at the worst possible time.
Am I disrupting your vanity project? You empty-headed little twit.
Am I missing something?
Mother is going to fill your head with lies about me and Gorgon. Don't listen. Have you come back just to ruin everything again, Mother? At least this time I have the power to stop you.
Captain, this is a distraction. Let's set our differences aside and focus on what matters. Adrena time must never be revived.
Let's see. What do we need to do here? Well, revive the project.
I may not have told you all of the facts, but I'm going to lay out everything I know. You can decide for yourself what to do with it. By now, you realize that Project Gorgon was devoted to a single drug, Adrenatime. A drug that hit the market in spite of calamitous side effects.
Okay. It had horrible, horrible support in here.
Quite right. There's no end to the harm a poorly run team can do, even with the best of intentions. The project was a colossal failure, but you and I are going to revive it from the ashes.
All right. After everything I've seen, no. Great plan.
Adrenatime was a lie. Our drug will fulfill its broken promise for workers and employers across the colony. Mother wasn't equal to the task. Thankfully for us both, I'm not my mother.
I don't know about this.
Give it some thought, Captain. We've come so far together. Don't abandon me now. Mother's journal contains the activation codes for the Adrenatime synthesizer, the key to a new Project Gorgon. We're going to start again, and this time with everything Project Gorgon didn't have. Better R&D, better scientists, clear goals, more funding, and a timeline that makes sense.
Let's see. Who's going to provide it?
Who else? Spacers. If I can improve the chemistry.
What makes you think you can do it?
I learned from her mistakes, and I have no intention of repeating them.
Listen to yourself. Adrenatime ruined lives. It killed people, changed them. And now Halcyon buckles beneath the yoke of my failure. We can't risk opening Pandora's box a second time.
What about my life, Mother? The Ambrose name has no dignity anymore. I can't even show my face around Byzantium without being the gossip of the town.
All right, well, let them talk.
Every day, workers slump over from exhaustion. The gears of industry swallow them whole, and no one is coming to help. Adrenatime is the break we can't fit into the schedule. The office with a window we can't afford to build. It's the best this rotten colony can do for people.
Let them talk.
Don't let those bloodless leeches at Spacer's Choice walk you down this perilous path, Wilhelmina. You haven't the fortitude to endure it.
As usual, Mother projects her failures onto me. If she had let me get involved from the start, we might have avoided this calamity altogether.
All right. Do you understand the challenges?
Enlighten me. You've seen Gorgon up close. So tell me, what exactly is so insurmountable that we shouldn't even try?
Well, They perfected the formula and it drove them mad.
Precisely. Compound X gets into everything. Air, water, food. Over time, you and everyone you work with will suffer its effects. You will watch the people you love become monsters.
Progress demands sacrifice. We are in the middle of a crisis that will tear this colony apart. And you two are splitting hairs. If I can save the colony and redeem the Ambrose family name, I owe it to myself to try. Mother be damned.
Can you sort out your differences?
We already had our chance. Mother chose to bury the project and drag our family down with it. I won't allow her to make that mistake twice.
In rehabilitating Adrenatime, she would poison Halcyon. No, we are well past the point of compromise. The facility must be destroyed.
I need that facility online, but I can't do it while Mother's still a problem. By now, she'll have shut down the Gorgon reactor. Deal with her however it suits you, and get that facility back up and running.
Don't do this, Wilhelmina. Minnie, don't make this choice.
Adrenatime's our future. It's bigger than money.
Ender
Bigger than
Lily's
family. It's the colony's best hope.
What would you have me do instead?
Return to my family's manor, Captain. Use the executive override code in my journal to activate the NDA protocol for my terminal. It will destroy the Gorgon drug synthesizer and put an end to Adrenatime for good.
I'll consider it.
Consider quickly. Wilhelm, she will try to force you to fight her. You don't have to. She's...
Captain, in light of recent events, I'm putting the manor under lockdown. Finish the...
Get ready to be surprised. Well, shoot. All right. Let me look at my skill levels here. It's really close. Can I get 6? A +6 dialogue bonus out of anything for my companions? Persuade. Not Felix. Persuade +5. I need persuade or speech outfits. Dialogue skills +5. So she's on my team in this outfit. And we have everything else going on. Alright, let me drop a save in case this wrecks everything I want to do. I want to get outside really briefly with these two, and I just want to see if my persuade is now over 150. It is. Okay, good. So, that's good to know. We are actually going to go... I think we need to side with Olivia here. Like, this drug destroyed everything. So we need to go to the Ambrose Manor. I'm actually going to dump off a bunch of stuff. I don't need it. So, transferring all these unique weapons that aren't important. Away they go. Break down these. Oh. Damn it. Can I unbreak that down? That last one was a special weapon. Shit. Good thing I have quick saves. This... the prototype light pistol can go there, and that way I won't accidentally crunch it like a fool. I can get rid of some of this stuff in my inventory as well. All right, so we are going to transfer materials. We're going to transfer all these special weapons, including you. The rest can get broken down. Armor-wise, I want to actually keep whatever high-powered armor she was wearing. But otherwise, I don't need a lot of this stuff. I think these were what she was wearing initially. This is unique. That goes in there. The Adoring Fan goes in there. Just looking for any other unique items here. Charged helmets. No, 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 no. That's a unique item. Nothing else really jumps out, but we will put things away that we don't need. Then we have just so much trash, really. Let me go. Is there a box in here I can use? Hello, receptionist.
Real nice. I do hope the name's ironic, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can hear Vickers saying,
What are your thoughts on Gorgon?
I'm wondering if we're doing the right thing.
What should we do about it?
Ain't no good can come. Even with Miss Minnie at Dr. Am, I know she ain't but she needs to stop.
Oh, I can't give her this. I want to say that to her. Let me say that one. Damn. If she could fix it, they could save Halcyon. Uh-oh.
I think folks in Edgewater, it's the board that I know you're gonna do what you want no matter.
Whoops. Didn't mean to make you mad. Hey, Felix. Don't worry about me, buddy.
Would you like a reminder on when your next shower is scheduled?
That would probably be good. Don't need you, or you, or you. Or I should hold on to some of the tech. I need at least one tech skills and one stealth skills thing for everybody. It's just a funny hat. I don't need it. Lockpicking. That can go away. That's a lockpicking outfit. Handguns, lockpicking, 1, 2, 3. And they're just better armor in general, so we don't need them. Tech skills is what the engineer's overalls are, right? Tech skills, yep. So you can go away. No. Lockpicking distance I don't care about. Don't need that. Bonus hacking is good. Sneak is not a stealth skill. That is the kind of underlying skill. Determination. Dialogue skills +5. Not bad to hold on to. No. No. Defense skills. I might want to keep that. That might be Parvati's actual armor. Science. Defense. Ranged weapons. Tech skills. It's another bonus tech skills outfit. Another bonus tech skills outfit. Bonus to persuade. Okay. Stealth skills. That's a good one. That is lockpicking and everything else. Inspiration I don't need. Tech skills I think we're okay. Dialogue +5 I'll hold on to. Tech skills I'll hold on to. That can go away. Determination, inspiration, melee. You are an extra. Tech skills. Engineering specifically. Don't need it. No. Let's see. No. 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 Stealth skills is a specific. Inspiration, defense, tech and stealth, lockpicking, leadership, tech, defense. All right. All right, down we go. We are leaving to start our mission. We are going down here. Hey, pal. Up we go.
Stay on your guard, Captain.
watch our step, Captain. She knows we're coming.
I agree. It'll be okay. Don't worry about it. We're good. We're fine. This is fine. Great. Good job, team. We are going down here, I believe. Sealed door. Elevator. Let's see. Unlock the elevator, I see. So we've killed the security robots. And now we will go down here. And maybe we can talk them into working together. All right. Oh, down we go. Olivia's personal lab. Sorry. Okay.
Ain't nothing good ever come out of a place like this, Captain. Gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I see they brought all the comforts of home, including the secret lab for unlawful experiments.
So, we need to get through this whole place. It's got... Oh, wow. Okay. Note to self, don't just run in like a crazy person. That was like 8 times more difficult as a fight than anything else we've been in. So that was interesting. Oh, I see. Alright. The goal should be to hold down a room. Oh, who's shooting now? Everybody heal up. There's also a turret there, I see.
Everyone all right?
Okay. That was better. Good job, everybody. We survived this room's turrety gauntlet. Turns out going guns blazing is probably not recommended as an option, and probably has lots of different abilities to run around everything, as evidenced by this exact room with a computer in it. Thank you for all these things. So much Adrena time. Plasma. Great. Logs. Security logs. Test subject enclosures when open as part of the emergency contingency SCE 329.4B. Please refer to your emergency contingency manual. Maintenance alert. Turret cleaning and maintenance is currently error days overdue. All right. Nothing new there. What do we got? Immunosol is not important. Energy cells are. Thank you. Got blown up a little bit. Alright, so we came in through that door. Oh. Oh. Someone needs to wear a lockpicking helmet. Oops. Parvati probably can wear lockpicking, like her regular armor gear for the moment. And we can just swap her out when she's ready. Was she wearing this? She wasn't wearing this. She was wearing something different. Not that. No, I don't know what it was. It's still pretty baller.
You're important, Captain.
Mag picks. Security blade. Alright. This room has nothing. Thank you. 82 meters till our next thing. Alright. Drop a save. Next room. What do we got? Let you guys go through the grinder. Great. Good job, everybody. Pulse hammer. All right. Take everything. It's not nailed down. That's the looting song. All right. Blah, 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 blah. Great. Specialized Law and Organization Guardian. Great. Ammunition. What is down this way? Just another way through this area, I see. All right.
Didn't I warn you not to set foot in here until the job was done? You should have listened to my advice.
Let's talk about this.
There's nothing to discuss. I can fix Adrena time without you, and certainly without Mother. You wasted your time coming here, and worse, you wasted mine. But
I don't have everybody in the outfit I need them to do to talk. What if you and your mother joined forces?
Surprise me, Captain. Once we fix the chemistry of Adrena time, the Marauder problem will simply take care of itself.
But we can help them.
A lot of folks are gonna suffer in the meantime, and you don't even know if it'll work.
If you fix it, there's always the possibility you'll make it worse.
The days of the old Adrena time are numbered, and Marauders are bound for extinction.
If the Marauders don't get a fix, they'll just rampage across the colony.
Insane people addicted to drugs are Mother's problem. Am I to be held accountable for her mess?
It ain't about who's accountable. Those people are hurting, and they're hurting others. You could help them.
Let me just quickly load this save here and put her in her appropriate outfit. Because I want this to be the nice look for everyone. So she gets Persuade boost, A dialogue boost in this sweet outfit. Forward. Alright, let's talk. What if you and your mother joined forces?
But a lot of folks are gonna suffer in the meantime.
Yep. Yep. If marauders don't get a fix, they'll rampage.
Insane people addicted to drugs are Mother's problem. Am I to be held accountable for her mess?
It ain't about who's accountable. Those people are hurting, and they're hurting others. You could help them.
Besides, Mother is determined to ruin everything she touches. First Adrena time, then our family, and now my ambition.
Why not give her a chance? She's been involved with Adrena time from the start.
She never gave me a chance. Forbade it. I see no reason why she deserves a second one.
And what about you, ma'am? Don't you deserve a chance to fix your troubles with her? Don't you both deserve that?
Holding on to your pain helps no one, least of all yourself. It's not too late to let it go.
Mother never let me anywhere near R&D. I was always her incompetent little brat.
The Adrena time project failed. You couldn't have saved it.
You don't know that. Gorgon was my chance to do something incredible.
Opportunities present yourselves every day. Your Gorgon will come.
Curses. You may be right. I invested so much time and energy into Gorgon, but there's no telling how many second chances pass me by. Mother taught me to never accept failure, to never settle for less. Compromising my plan goes against everything I know.
This is the second chance to work with your mother.
I suppose it is high time Mother and I spoke on equal terms, and without death threats. I was so eager to make Adrena time my legacy, to give it a second chance. But maybe it's my family that deserves a second chance.
The themes.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but if you see Mother, tell her I'm willing to work something out. She can even come over for tea. Or something stronger.
It's awful big of you, being willing to mend fences after what all happened.
I'm sure you won't mind if I remain here. Just to guarantee that you keep your side of the bargain.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to kill either of you, really. This seems unproductive if you guys can fix the problem. I won't try anything.
For your sake, I hope not. It's funny, Captain. I hired you to break the family curse. And it would appear you've succeeded. Just not the way I intended.
I'll speak with Olivia. I will be seeing you.
Good luck with Mother. I suppose you'll need it.
All right. So going through that door will be a problem, so we want to leave again. It's the quickest shot out of here. You drop a save. And can I, if I come in here, is this a fight? No. I want to go to Olivia, so I'm going to go this way. Ooh! Don't mind me. I'm going out this ladder. Oh, a cave. I wonder if this cave... Could I get to this cave before? Oh, it's a one-way drop, I see. Where is this? Oh, I see. It was barred off before. But up here... Week 1, how long's it been since anyone asked Old Mayberry to tidy up the planters or rake the garden? Ollie hasn't shouted at me for ages. I can't think of the last time Harvey came around to marvel at his fish. Where is everyone? I've eaten so many beans, and I don't tolerate them the best of times, so I dare not to go to the mansion in search of food. I can't go inside, won't go inside, I don't belong. I'm not of the family. Out of beans, I won't trespass, even if the house is empty. I'm not of the family of the automechs. No, they watch my every move. The cave is where I belong. Year 2. Time is alive. There's no telling how long I've been here, munching on leaves and burying excrement in the yard. No one's coming for Old Mayberry. His prized possessions were $7, some ammunition. a spade. Oh. $49, $35, $42, $42, $40, $69. Nice. It's the best armor. All right.
Impressive, as always.
Great. Poor old Mayberry, the gardener. He had... Oh, okay, we're in his shed now. I see. Yep. Alright.
Query. Are you outside there?
I am not. I am right side up. Let's see if we can't fix this whole problem for the galaxy. So next, flying back to the Gorgon Center. Great. Gorgon landing pad. Take my friends with me. Travel to the synthesis factory is where we need to go. Might be possible to find a compromise. Oh. Synthesis. Compound. So in we go. Freebooters.
I keep my promises, Captain. Do you know the funny thing about mercenaries?
What the?
Everyone all right?
Something going on over there? Try me.
I don't know the funny thing about mercenaries, but they are all dead now, so that's funny. Oh, and these were the team that I talked them out of fighting me before. Alright, so need to find a way down.
What was that? What was that?
Well, you're dead, so I'm not worried about it. Later, dude. 30-second back. Huh. Alright. Down we go. She's gonna get over her dead friends pretty quick here. Alright.
Sure we can't take a detour so I can fix that elevator?
LOL. Alright. Drop a save. Put your speaking outfit back on here. Let's see. Unless this is a fighting room, can I do anything with the computer? Messages from Hennessy. Welcome to floor 3. Hi there. Not sure what you did to get sent here. I'm so sorry. The good news is that everyone here is in the same ship. Don't feel ashamed. It could be worse. It looks like you're one of the lucky ones. Lots of new arrivals don't get a functioning terminal. If they do, it gets modified to hibernate at regular intervals to save power. All right. Where are the toilet? I ate too many fish sticks. Charming. All right. What are we holding on to that we don't need to? You can have this and 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 this. Not that. And this and this. Over here. Hold on to this stuff. I don't have an overabundance of things in this area. I should have dropped a lot of this crap. I don't need it. More freebooters, it looks like. Okay.
defeat.
Yep. Don't need the toss ball stick. You're so dead. All right. Okay.
Clever.
Just taking a quick look around. All right. We have some terminals that probably aren't useful, but maybe they can do something for us. M. Eliasson. All right. Please, Kevin, please stop talking about your frustration in the filing cabinets. I know technical support gives you a hard time about the vending machines. I would much rather have all our vending machines smashed than you come in every morning to see another pile of files scattered on the floor. What has gotten into this office? You're the third person to show unprofessional violence in the workplace. Listen, Kevin, if the work is testing your composure, I encourage you to look inside yourself and find the source. Filing system. Thank you for explaining your filing system to me earlier. I think that it gave me a better understanding of where to find the information I most need. However, I'm still not entirely sure I understand it, so you use the first letter of the file name and a Spacer's chosen player who has a surname starting with that letter, then organize a file based on the year which that player was drafted. That's a lot. Okay. Go get him. Good job, team. Not worried about that. Great. Other dudes are in this back corner. All right. Hobbs. Cool your thrusters. Hey, new guy. Here's the honest truth. When you get here, you're stuck here. Doesn't matter how hard we work or how we perform. That's the reason. There's a reason for that. So this was sent to Hennessy. One day I had to take something up to HR, and they accidentally called me a quota employee. Thought that was a little suspicious, so I forked over a few bits to the maintenance guys to look into it. Turns out it meant exactly that. We're part of a quota. They have a certain requirements that a project has to meet in order to receive the top-tier funding, including a minimum number of employees at each location. They tossed some desks right above the boiler room, made a PAM unit a direct supervisor, and here we are. At first I was mad, I'm sure you are, then I realized that I could benefit from my situation and things expected of us, so we can drift along like a ship that's killed its engines. So when you show up and push things to full burn all the time, it really throws off the equilibrium. Take it down a few notches. I appreciate the advice, and I do understand your concerns. I cannot resign myself to such an apathetic course of action. I do not employ your employment history. I was quite good at my job, exemplary. I may even suffered a setback, but I'm unwilling to accept that this reassignment is some kind of fatal wound from which my career can never recover. If we turn this department around and show management that we are valuable members of the family, surely they won't let us waste away in this basement. Well, they did. No one cared about that. Because my gun is so sneaky and quiet. Thank you. This is all well and good. Alright, I don't think anyone else is around. Okay. Alright, Hennessy. Quarterly goals. Alright, so this was the goodie. This was like the overworker. Hours, output. Filing system is too difficult to go quickly here. Process files 105% faster than the departmental average. Have requested experimental batches of Adrena time for the chem lab. So this person was dedicated into being a Spacer's choice, and so they went for Adrena time to make it happen. Hard worker, valuable member, not your anger. You're not losing your mind. Your place in the world is fixed. Work fortifies the spirit. Final warning from Human Resources. Advise the members of the Choice family are expected to hold to high moral and personal standards. temperance, the ability to hold one's temper and or drink, semantic hygiene, express oneself using important company-approved language, and pride. Please be advised your recent letter has violated the aforementioned standards. Your recent behavior, erratic, oddly violent, corroborate with the tone of your recent letter. Okay. From Hennessy. Pam is mechanical and is not programmed to write performance reviews, provide letters of recommendation, or offer professional guidance. We've been over this, and frankly, I'm having trouble controlling my patience. I have a sensation of the walls closing in on me. I would very much appreciate a transfer. I have months' worth of documentation tracking my progress and detailed analysis of my impact on the department. If I could please just forward it to a non-mechanical manager, I'm sure my transfer will be approved. So he was trying to get out, but he was losing it. The filing room key. We have 2 doors. This one's here. Filing room key.
Talk about death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Grenade launcher. You can put on this guy. Great. Just checking the lines here. If I had snuck around, I could have found some of this stuff. The process of filing information is a sacred duty. Never embark on a new journey in filing without evoking the name of the architect and the law. Document is like a worker. Both must have their appropriate label and must be stored in their appropriate section. Maintain appropriate posture when filing documents. You are clergy serving at the altar of data. Replace and revise your filing system every 4 years. Planned obsolescence is the appropriate role. All right, so that's the door we would have come through. Body, throw on your hat again here. Down we go. Interesting that this ends in a basically a combat gauntlet, you know? Although this is sort of the combat focused this is sort of the counterpoint to the much more, you know, dialogue and investigation focused other ones. So this is sort of makes sense, but it also doesn't make sense since you've done so much talking and reading in these consoles up to now. And so many of the computers in the main game really aren't worth that much in terms of interest. Alright, this is the way we want to go. We can scope out some things a little bit. Thank you for all that stuff. Great. Great. We are still alive. Thank you. Great. Control helmet. You're dead now. Nothing to process. All right. So, this room is supplementary. Don't even know what I picked up. That's fine. So, what do we got? What do we have? Lots of dead dudes. Establish this. That door doesn't exist. Ready to talk, Parvati. Down we go. Well, you didn't join me in this elevator. I want to talk to you, Olivia. I want to be friends. Alright, there you are.
On my way.
Alright.
Whoa. Look at the size of this thing. Like some kind of slumbering beast.
Hmm. Alright. Do a quick run around. It's the way out. It's a really big room for sure. Great. Feeling pretty good so far. Maybe I should just put on a lockpicking hat for right now.
Great work.
Up we go to check the upstairs. Oh, 150. Not a lot of good stuff. They put a lot of, you know, high value doors and rooms, but like, you know, this is worth 150 lockpicking, and it's just two pretty not great weapons, and this one had a lot of money in it, and it was worth more. Alright, so we will now pop this back on. We will talk. Let's chat.
I'll give you one thing, little weasel.
I'm not a weasel.
You're
I'm not.
relentless.
Don't.
I did everything in my power to stop you, yet here you stand before me, offensively alive. Just so we're clear, if you intend to restart this machine, you'll have to go through me.
I'm here to make peace.
You think that will fool me? I'll die before I let you have this place.
She wants to work with you on a cure.
That's preposterous. Not too long ago, she wanted me dead. How do I know this isn't a trick to get me out of the way?
You have to trust me.
I will not. Your intentions are beside the point. I've been working on a cure for 5 years, and I've made no progress at all. If she believes teamwork is all I've been missing, she's more soft-headed than I thought.
You were invited for tea.
She... what? That was our secret phrase. Did she tell you?
That's rather sweet.
It was her idea. When I'd been on Gorgon too long, that's what she'd write at the end of her messages. It meant she missed me. That she wanted me to come home.
So you'll work with her?
I'll try. It's no guarantee of success. And like as not, we'll develop nothing useful at all. But it will be better than working alone.
At least there's
Thank
that.
you, Captain. In the end, you were not at all what I expected.
Okay. Out we go. Let's go speak to Minnie and Olivia. And we'll wrap up the DLC, and then we will call it for the night. Where am I? Oh, a barred room, I see. Oh, well, I'll be damned. That's what that door is. How about that? Back to the unreliable we go. All right. Any new unique things? These are all junk. Great. What about over here? the prototype hibernation helmet. So these are kind of like my original hibernation suit. That's neat. You guys go on in there. Join the party. All right. I do need to I need to refit her with the correct outfit and armor. You can keep that helmet. Let's see if I can't get you a better regular armor for the moment. 42, 86 heavy armor. 15, 86, 47. I don't care that she's in heavy armor, really. That's fine. To the Ambrose Manor. Let's go! My best friends who've been with me this whole time. Screw it. Units under construction, LOL. Wilhelmina Ambrose and Olivia Ambrose. They are upstairs in this empty house full of robots.
I have to know, Mother. All those years ago, what tipped you off that Gorgon was in trouble?
The volunteers. Not just the shocking way they died, but the company's muted response to it. They were expensive to house, train, and treat. That the company would spare no expense, yet let so many of them die. It was terrible.
History won't repeat itself on our watch.
I dare say not. Even when we made significant progress, Lawrence and his ghouls in OCI slashed our budgets. I knew then I'd lost control of Gorgon. I'd lost control of Adrenatime.
You never told me Gorgon was such a logistical nightmare. We should have had this conversation 5 years ago.
You can't know how badly I wanted to. But the truth put you in danger, and I couldn't abide that.
I owe you an apology, Captain. Not only did I deceive you, but all this time I had the wrong idea about Mother.
Well, what about... I'll just shrug.
We still have a great deal of work ahead of us. The years of silence were not easy.
I don't doubt it was hard on you, but I knew you'd come out the stronger for it. We have the chance to know each other now, thanks entirely to you.
Well, how do you plan on mending relations?
On Minnie's terms, whatever they may be. I've made enough decisions for her, I think.
Well, there's no need to dwell on the past anymore. We're in the thick of it together, now that we're partners.
Partners? Huh. I suppose we are.
And family, I suppose. This isn't at all playing out the way I imagined it. And for the first time, I'm glad.
Well, that's good. You've grown a lot.
Part of me will always miss the cold, vindictive Minnie Ambrose. Life was so much simpler when I felt cheated by it.
I'm glad to have you as my daughter, Minnie. But I'm proud to call you my partner. But I fear things will only get harder from here.
Well, test measure revise.
Indeed. The road to a cure will be long and fraught with setbacks. We will need to find our strength in the work and our partnership if we're to overcome them.
You've earned this, Captain. For recovering Mother's journal, for getting us talking in the same room together, and for exceeding my expectations.
Indeed. I have no use for bits and baubles on Gorgon. Not now that I have my work. Take what's yours, Captain. The road to a Marauder cure will be a long one, and the board will surely fight us every step of the way. But this partnership, it's a damn good start.
Will you put the burden of the colony aside for just one moment? Give me a day with my mother before we get back to work.
For you, I will try.
Well, that was nice. Best friends. Best friends forever. And that's it. That was the Paralon Gorgon. We are now in the final stretch of the game. We have but 2 missions left in the main quest. We've completed everything else. We're at maximum level. We found almost every possible item to find. We're going to call it here for the day. We're going to head to the Hope is our next location. And from there, we will see if we can't save the colony for everybody. Appreciate you if you've been sticking around. I'm not going to be streaming on Thursday, so the next stream will probably be next week on Monday. But thank you guys so much for sticking through this. We're probably got maybe 1 or 2 more streams left of this game before we move on to something else.
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
Okay. What's going to happen?
If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra 2. Or the sun.
Let's see. What was I doing?
Forgetfulness can be an early warning sign of asphyxiation due to loss of pressurization. Are you breathing comfortably, Captain? I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
Okay. Tell me about the Hope.
The Hope is the Groundbreaker's prettier, sleeker sister. She wandered off and got lost for 70 years, but just recently was found. Also, there are hundreds of thousands of frozen organic life forms hibernating in her hold.
Good to know. That's all for now. Alright, gang. We are going on to the Hope. We'll be returning for the first time since the very beginning of the game when we were unfrozen. And we will be, maybe, providing salvation to the entire colony. But that's going to do it for me now tonight, guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys next week on Monday. Have a good night.